need to talk about Republican House member George Santos.
One of the principal critiques I've heard is that a lot of money was donated to your campaign by you, $700,000, I believe. Where did it come from?
Well, I'll tell you where it didn't come from. It didn't come from China, Ukraine, or Burisma. How about that?
Well, yeah, that is an answer.
Congressman Santos, what is your response to those that are calling for you to resign?
I will not resign. I will be continuing to hold my office elected by the people.
This is the face of a fraud.
Look, I've worked my entire life. I've lived an honest life.
George Santos, also known as Anthony DeVolder, a new member of Congress who's been caught lying about his race, religion, education, employment, philanthropy, marital status, the circumstances of his mother's death, and even his name.
Folks, another important speaker, another congressional nominee, George Santos. George, who we know is a friend, and he's known as Anthony DeVolder to me. So I don't know where George Santos came into the thing, but that's what it says here. George Santos, Anthony DeVolder.
What does the word integrity mean to you?
Santos confessed he had never worked directly for Goldman Sachs and Citigroup, chalking that fib up to a, quote, poor choice of words. He also admitted that he never graduated from any college, despite previously claiming to have received a degree from Baruch back in 2010.
I'm not a fraud. I'm not a fake. I didn't materialize from thin air.
These are blatant lies. My question is, do you have no shame?
We can debate my resume and how I worked with firms such as Goldman and Citigroup.
Is it debatable or is it just false?
There is so much with George Santos, and when I say a lot, I mean a lot. A lot of lies. So many lies.
I put myself through college and got an MBA from NYU, and I have zero debt.
Santos' website once claimed he got a bachelor's degree in economics and finance from Baruch College. His biography on the National Republican Congressional Committee's website also previously mentioned him studying at New York University. Both Baruch and NYU, however, told the Times they could not find any records of him attending.
From a sports perspective, rest be assured, he lied about that too.
George Santos' campaign last year was a campaign of deceit, lies, and fabrication.
This is Joe Cairo, the Nassau GOP county chair, calling out Santos.
Told me, I remember specifically, I'm into sports a little bit, that he was a star on the Baruch volleyball team and that they won the league championship. And what can I tell you?
Of course. He perjured himself, to reiterate, to the GOP county chair. Tim Murphy of Mother Jones, however, brought up a very, very fair point here. The vetting. Guys, what happened? Now here's where it takes a twist. Grace Panetta of the 19th News found this picture of Baruch volleyball player Pablo Oliveira. According to his LinkedIn, he is the founder/CEO of Linkbridge Investors. This is important. Per Panetta, the headshots of Pablo Patrick, also known as Pablo Oliveira, and George DeVolder, aka Congressman-elect George Santos, were put in a pitch to the LA County Employees Retirement Association for a 2019 Linkbridge Investors meeting in New York City. In short, might be time for an investigation with Pablo here. The Washington Post obtained a copy of his resume, which stated he graduated from Baruch, which, to be clear, he didn't. And then in 2009, Baruch won the Athletic Conference Championship. The latter did occur per the team's website. So at least he got something right, you know? There's more with Santos. He claimed to have run an animal rescue called Friends of Pets United. He said it was tax exempt. The IRS and the Attorney General's office in New York and New Jersey couldn't find a record of the organization's tax exempt status or charity registration.
Santos was also accused of lying about his family history, saying on his campaign website that his mother was Jewish and his grandparents escaped the Nazis during World War II.
Santos also claimed that 4 employees of a company where he worked at the time, which he did not name, had died in the Pulse nightclub shooting in Florida in 2016, but the Times couldn't connect any of the victims of the attack to Santos. The biggest question remains, however, who is funding this man? That is what we should want to know.